Hello, my name is Jose Labrero, and today I want to speak to you about a very important topic that I want to discuss with you, and is the techniques to improve your pronunciation in English. The first question that I have to you is: have you ever felt embarrassed of speaking in English because you weren't sure how to pronounce a word? That happened to me a while ago, and it still happens to me sometimes. And I still remember having to read a text in front of my classmates. I thought I knew all the words, but when the moment came, I got nervous and made several mistakes. That experience made me realize that learning vocabulary and grammar is very important, but good in pronunciation is also essential for an effective communication. That's why today I want to talk to you about some techniques that we can use to improve our English pronunciation. This is a skill that can help us to speak with more confidence and understand better what other people try to communicate to us. One of the first effective techniques that I have to use for you is to listen to English every day. When we're listening to songs, podcasts, or watching movies or videos in English, our ear get more used to the sounds of the language. That allows us to identify how words and expressions are actually pronounced. You don't need to understand everything at the first time. The important thing is paying attention to how that word sounds and the way that native speakers say it. In addition to that, it's very important to repeat it aloud. Many people believe that they can to improve just by reading, but pronunciation requires oral practice. A useful technique is shadowing, which consists in listening to a phrase and immediately repeat it, trying to imitate the speaker's rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation. Although it may seem difficult at first, but significant improvements are noticeable with practice. Another very useful technique is learning specific English sounds. Some of those sounds don't exist in Spanish, but that's why they often cause difficulties. For example, the th sounds in words like think or this. Dedicating a few minutes to practicing these sounds individually can make a big difference in overall pronunciation. Also, recording yourself speaking is an excellent strategy. We often think we pronunciate a word correctly, but when we listen it back, we discover errors that hadn't been noticed. Comparing our recordings with the pronunciation of native speakers helps us to identify areas for improvement. It is also advisable to use technological tools. Currently, they are apps and online dictionaries that allows us to listen to the correct pronunciation of thousands of words. These tools are accessible and can become a great allies for those who want to improve their English from home. Finally, I'd like to highlight a technique that I consider fundamental: overcoming the fear of making mistakes. Pronunciation doesn't improve overnight. All students, even the most advanced, make mistakes while learning. The important thing is to practice constantly and take advantage of every opportunity to speak. In conclusion, improving English pronunciation is a process that requires patience and dedication. Listening to an English daily, repeating aloud, practicing specific sounds, and recording yourself using technological tools and speaking without fear are techniques that can help us to progress significantly. My experience has taught me that confidence develops with practice and that every mistake is an opportunity to learn. I encourage you to put these techniques into practice and remember that good pronunciation isn't achieved by being perfect but being consistent. With effort and perseverance, we can communicate more clearly and confidently in English. Thank you for your attention.